What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left. In this video, we're going to be talking about the top stocks that could potentially double within the next few months, within the next few years. I'm going to go over exactly what is the ideal price point to get involved in these companies. I'm also going to be doing a quick stock market recap and some important economic reports that we need to be watching out for tomorrow. So make sure to stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. Before we get into the video, I appreciate it if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions or any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. So as you can see right here, we have the overall stock market that really not changing that much for the past 3 days. Has been going up to the upside, and today it just had a phenomenal day to the upside again. So we have the major companies like Apple, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft continuing an additional momentum to the upside. And we have a few companies in the healthcare sector, specifically for Pfizer. And this is one of the stocks that we need to be watching out for because they have their vaccine for COVID-19 coming up pretty soon. But today it had a relatively down day, which is minus 2.52%. And overall, the stock market is just really chugging along to the upside. Of course, we don't know who won the election so far. So hopefully we'll know by Friday or by Monday. We'll exactly know how who's going to be the president. And we might see some more volatility to the upside or to the downside, depending upon what investors think about the future. So now let's talk about the major companies that could potentially be doubling within the next few months or the next few years. And the stocks that I'm going to be talking about, they're in the electric vehicle sector, so they're competing with NIO. As you can see, NIO stock is going ballistic to the upside. Today, it added an additional 12.3% of the upside, is up $4.64. So the price target that they were set for this, a few analysts that came out that said that it could potentially go to 40, and that blew past $40, now sitting at $42. So this company, of course, we've been talking about it when it was a penny stock a few months ago. This is one of the penny stocks, the top penny stock picks that I had for this company. It was trading at that point like below $4 and $5. It was actually in June, believe it or not. It was in June, and the stock was just having a phenomenal day, a phenomenal month, and eventually it's continuing to go higher and higher. So there are other companies like NIO that are in China that are producing electric vehicle companies. So of course their stocks have been significantly moving higher, just like NIO, because they're in the same sector. The first company that we're going to be talking about is going to be ticker symbol KNDI. As you can see, the company is up today 8.65% of the upside, but it's relatively not moving that much, and actually had a really mini breakout over here above the $8 area. So this is a company that's based in China, and they actually provide some equipment. They sell equipment to NIO. And one of the other things we need to watch out for is this company also produces electric vehicles. So that is really great. And as you can see, this stock has been really not doing that much. So hopefully if they can be able to expand more and be able to really do a phenomenal job just like NIO did, this company can also have a potential to go higher and higher, potentially double. And as you can see, the 52-week high for this company is $17.40. And if it doubles over here, it can go to, $16, $17. So that's definitely potential for the future if you want to get involved in it. Of course, you can definitely use the $6 area, support area, in case, the stock decides to trend lower and lower. But this is basically going to be a long-term hold if you want to get involved in these EV companies. This is one of the companies that you need to be watching out for because this definitely has a potential. So the free float for this company is approximately 351 shares. So if there's some positive news that come out for this company, it can definitely go higher, just like when it did over here. So, and now let's talk about the second company that we need to be watching out for. The two companies that I'm going to be covering, their recent IPOs, and they've been going higher and higher, just like NIO stock. Li Auto, which is ticker symbol LI. So this is also a new IPO company that went public a few months ago. As you can see over here, it's breaking out to the upside, just like what NIO is doing. It's been trending higher and higher as a Chinese company, and it's made a new 52-week high few hours ago. Basically today, it's up $28.49. That is the 52-week high that it made. And the share outstanding for this company, it's really not a lot. So it's only 845 million. That is relatively not a lot. So if there's positive news that come out for this company, this can definitely go higher and higher. And it broke out of this multi-month breakout area around $23, and it's been going higher and higher. So potentially if the stock price pulls back to the downside to 24, even goes to like $26, that's the ideal price point and get involved in it. But if you want to get involved in these companies for the long term, because these EV companies, especially right now, the majority of the world is transitioning into electric vehicles, and these companies have definitely potential for them to grow a lot in the future. So we'll keep it on your watch list, but wait for a pullback. These companies are just been trending higher and higher, just like Neo. So of course, they're not going to go up infinitely to the upside. There's going to be a pullback coming pretty soon. So the last company that we're going to be looking at is going to be Xpeng. So this is also another company that we talked about when it IPO'd a few months ago. As you can see over here, it was trending lower to the downside over here. It was at $20 and it went below the $20 area when we were talking about it. It hit a bottom of $17 and right now it broke out of the IPO price of approximately $24.90, which was the high that it made over here when it initially IPO'd. And right now it's sitting at $35.85. Also a new 52 high that made this company today. So definitely keep an eye on it. The earnings reports are also coming up at 11/12/2020. That is in a few next week, I think. So the other important thing you want to be looking out for also is going to be the delivery numbers for this company. Also was fantastic. So their earnings reports is probably going to be really, really solid. Of course they're not profitable yet, so you can actually anticipate that if their delivery numbers are super positive, they can hit profitability in the future. But this is a newcomer and they've been doing a phenomenal job. You can check out the videos that I made of all these companies that I talked about from a few months ago if you want like a detailed breakdown of these companies. But right now, the EV sector is getting super hot and these stocks are popping out left and right. Definitely keep an eye on these three stocks. Another company that is relatively not a Chinese company, but it can definitely start to trend higher as a sympathy play because all these EV stocks have been popping up. Like even Workhorse popped up today. Hyliion also recovered, still recovering. It has a long way to go. And also the other stocks like Solo, this is also another company. It is usually just the sympathy play. That basically means like since they're in the same sector, these stocks also pop up. So it had a multi-week breakout over here from $3.25, and it hit above it. And it hit a price of $3.77, So keep an eye on these companies. Of course, everything is hot right now. Everything is going to the upside. And you got to be super careful, since it seems like, the momentum is back and a lot of investors are just buying into a lot of these speculative companies. So money is flowing back into these companies. So we might expect a continuation move to happen to continue for the future. So now let's talk about the major economic reports that can potentially affect the stock market for tomorrow. So we have at 8:30 a.m. we got the non-farm payrolls. It's going to be for the period of October. The previous was 661,000 and the forecast is 530,000. At 8:30 a.m. we got the unemployment rate. That's going to be for the period of October, and the previous was 7.9% and the forecast is 7.6%. At 8:30 a.m. we got the average hourly earnings. It's going to be for the period of October. The previous was 0.1% and the median forecast was 0.2%. Also at 10 a.m. we got the wholesale inventories. It's going to be for the period of September. The previous was 0.4%. At 3 p.m. we got the consumer credit. That's going to be for the period of September. The previous was negative 7 billion. So definitely watch out for these economic reports. We had a report that affected the stock market a little bit today because of the unemployment numbers being solid. That definitely boosted the stock market. It helped the stock market when you have positive numbers like that coming out. So keep in mind, also be super careful. Make sure you manage your risk. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comments below if you want to sign up for We Will Get 3 free stocks or join the Discord chat or join the Patreon page, support the channel. There's links available in the description box below. So, but I catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.